All right. So I'm gonna be honest. I missed one of the first missions in the Dark Side Geonosis territory battle. I wasn't near a computer, so I couldn't record, and my phone was nearly dead. So I didn't want to risk recording and running out in the middle of the run. So I'll do that one next month. But at least for now, I can start recording phase two. So I'm gonna do the Dooku Ventress mission for sure. I can't actually do the Accolade mission. I don't have the right gear for it. I'll eventually probably get my geos up after I finish the side farms I've been doing, but until then, I'm kind of just stuck with them. So this mission, honestly, you can do it with a little less, in my opinion. You could probably do it with a Gear 12 Ventress, but you're probably going to have a Ventress at R1, maybe Gear 13 if you're going for gas, anyways. She is needed in phase four, which I'm pretty sure almost everyone knows at this point is, oh, that's wrong, is the worst of all the phases. And so at some point or the other, you're going to have her at some level relic. Maybe relic zero, but some level relic nonetheless. Dooku, the only reason he's at this weird kind of gear level is because I was farming him at the same time that I was farming for the tunes to get gas. The second that I was like, okay, I need a shit ton of eyeballs to get all these tunes leveled up, I stopped gearing him up because the last three things he needs are eyeballs, and this is what the level six stun gun. Now Dooku is pretty much key to this because of the fact he's so anti Galactic Republic, which is what everyone you're going to fight is going to be. They're going to be clone troopers, Jedi, etc. Um, and he's also really squishy. He's a glass cannon for sure. So instead of going for like crit damage or something, I'm relying a lot more on the stuns and ability blocks he puts out. That way, he can effectively control the battle to the point that you don't need to worry about damage output because the enemy should hopefully never take a turn. And then potency is the one thing I'm focusing on here just because I'm sure we all know it's Geonosian territory battle. For some reason, CG's idea of difficult was just jack up tenacity as high as they could. They did it. Got to deal with it. So potency, I got over 100, which isn't hard. At a gear 11, he's already got like, what is that? That would be like 80-ish, something like that. Something 80-ish right there. Maybe 75. It's pretty high as base. Um, Mod-wise, crit damage on the triangle. Only reason I have crit damage is because it was one of my fastest health ones. And honestly, I could probably just upgrade it right now. There we go. Boom. Speed arrow, obviously. Offense, because I want him to hit a little harder. He is, again, a glass cannon. And protection. You could do health, but because of the fact he records 15% protection if he attacks out of turn with that, I forgot the name of it, riposte, or however you say it. Protection is going to be a lot more helpful for you because he'll regenerate it quite often if he's getting hit. And then the other two, I mean, they have statics, defense, and offense. Everything's maxed out. Don't plan on relicking him. And with this specific setup, I managed to get about a 90% success rate. If I mess up, it might be either because some reason my ability blocks don't land, or by some other reason, what's it called? The summoned unit gets killed way too early, and if that happens, then I kind of get screwed. Ventress, because of the unique where she stacks offense and crit chance, I went for crit damage right off the bat because she's eventually going to start critting nearly every hit, so might as well make the most of that. She is fairly slow. I have like these are the same mods I use in Grand Arena for her. So she is kind of slow. Ventress herself normally is slow anyways. But remember that the more you kill, the more she's going to... The more you kill, I believe it's the quicker, more turn meter she gets. But then, I don't even know about this part. I haven't read it till just now. She gains 15 speed for each enemy with no buffs. So at the beginning of each encounter, if it's like a 4 enemy, she'll have 60 speed on top. So she'll be a little faster than Dooku. And as for the summoned units, and summoned units going to be if you get, we always manage to get the platoon filled out, so it's the rocket trooper, which is a tank. I always use Ventress because she's going to be a little more tanky in terms of health. Dooku himself, as I mentioned, is a glass cannon, so he's not so great in the health department, so I'd rather summon him with the healthier character. I think that's all in terms of stats and mods. I don't think I should do specific mods here, except the crit damage. Offense here, again, her offense stacks up. Might as well augment that as best I can. Protection, No particular reason. Honestly, if I was running her with the Night Sisters, I'd want to do health anyways, but it was just for the crit chance here. That's the only reason I picked it. And then Speed Arrow. Um, Now let's go to... Actually, no, that doesn't matter. Actually, no, yeah, I should show you here. So the only thing we have is in the previous two sectors, we maxed out the droid factory, which I believe is up here. Yeah, right there. We maxed that out. And I believe this is just the entire map. Yeah. As Dooku kills enemies, specifically Dooku, if I'm not mistaken, um, as Dooku kills enemies, he starts to increase the amount of damage that he can put out. And so, because of that, I'll try and get kills by Dooku for sure, but I'm not going to go 100% out of my way to do so. All right. So first step, always get the B2 up. He's your tank. And again, use him. More likely, it's going to be Ventress. Even if you have Dooku like Relic and Ventress not, then obviously choose Dooku. But in this case, like I said, Dooku's my glass cannon, so he's not going to have that much health. And since summon units share the stats with who summoned them, Ventress is the best bet. So first move I want to do is I always want to block out this clone Sarge. He's got that AoE attack, and it just does a shit ton of damage no matter who you fight. So I like to try to get a stun on him. At least, if it doesn't, like the stun there did land, but the turn meter just swapped out really quickly. So it didn't do much. And every time I'm able to use B2's special recall someone, I would want to go for this guy, but since I'm just trying to make sure that the enemy doesn't get turns, I almost always target characters that are about to take their turns. Because please land a stun. There we go. He landed at least one stun. Because the main way that this team works is not by just sheer DPS, but the stuns and ability blocks. They control the enemy so much that the enemy can't get enough damage out while you're chipping away at them. And so for Asajj, I'll say this ability I always save whenever you get the clone lieutenants or the, I don't know what their names are, but the taunters. Her AoE I save whenever there's a couple of them that are fairly weak, or if they're like all pretty heavy on health but no protection, I'll just use that so that Dooku gets a little easier time like attacking. But for now, let's just use a basic. Let's see if I can stun him. Nope, that's fine. All right, now I'm gonna pop off this because they'll stealth them, and now B2 is the one that's gonna be taking the brunt of the hit. Again, he's my tank. You'll see he actually, yeah, protection goes away, I guess, but his health takes a while to get chipped through. And since you're under a Dooku lead, that also means anytime that anyone falls under 100% health, they immediately get tenacity down. The second that you get that opportunity, use it so that Dooku can stun whoever that is. So in that case, I got the clone Sarge. I think I might be able to kill him with this, maybe. Perfect. There we go. Okay. So now he's going to get the res off more than... Oh, no, he's got ability block, so he won't get a res off. I don't think this does anything except offense up, so I'm just going to fire upon this guy, because I know it'll give him that. There you go. Now, since he doesn't have ability block anymore, I'm going to stun him so he can't res that Sarge, because the Sarge is by and far one of the worst tunes to deal with. If he gets an AoE off, you can more than likely guarantee, if your Dooku's as weak as mine, you can almost guarantee that your Dooku's gone. So it's best not to take that chance. And all right, counter again. There you go. Oh wow, he actually managed to get just enough health off there. Okay, get an AoE here and stealth up. So whenever you have Dooku's second special where he stealths everyone but the B2, always use it because it gives him this. I don't know how to pronounce it. Riposte buff. So when he attacks out a turn, he's constantly going to be stripping away health, and it'll get you his lead maxed out faster. Which let me pull it up as soon as I can. Oh wow, that actually killed him straight. Here we go. Is it this one? Yes. Separate has a 30% counter chance. They get 50% tenacity the first time it's done today. Is not that. Here we go. All Separatist allies gain 10% offense the second that any enemy drops below 100 health. First round had 4, so you can almost guarantee it. But if you get his riposte up, he attacks through protection, so you can get that offense up quicker. I didn't check the offense for Dooku. I'll check it when I'm done. But any little bit can help. And in this case, let's see, will that be an... Wow, okay, it was perfect. All right, now in this case, I wonder if she'll get a turn, he'll get a turn. I don't think Dooku's gonna be able to get him down, because I don't want to burn that just to let Dooku get the turn. Yeah, no, he's gonna go down. Yeah. It's not the end of the world if Dooku can't get all the kills, because each one of these does stack 5%. At 10, yeah, you do get 50% plus. I'm probably remembering it wrong, but I think it's like if he dies or something, then he gives some stats over to um, Asajj. But if he dies, then if you're halfway through phase 4, you're probably gonna make it. If you're not even in phase 4 and Dooku's dead, you might as well just restart, or not restart, but forfeit. Um, okay, so here's the next tune that you got to keep an eye out for. These are the guys here, the clone troopers, that I say I save Asajj's second special for. These guys, AoE is the problem, but the bigger problem are the ARC troopers, because their days effectively puts Dooku out of commission, until at least you can pop off his special here, because that allows you to dispel. So this is all always going to be RNG. I will prioritize the ARC troopers over the sergeants, because sergeants, yeah, they can get an AoE off, they might kill him, but at full health and protection, I'm hoping that it won't be enough, and Dooku will stun them, so it'll give him time to heal up anyways. So I always go for the shock on the ARC trooper, and I just hope that RNG stuns the sergeant at the same time. Which in this case it didn't, but that's fine, because I can now use a stun via the assist here, which hopefully lands. It did. Excellent. Now everyone's just basically burned a turn. So in this case, I'm going to try to keep this guy under control. I forgot his name. Yeah. Because he's going to be the most annoying one when it comes down. If I get ARC Trooper down to like red, he can easily get him back up. So keeping him stunned via Asajj and Dooku is going to be key. The other character that I said I want to control is ARC here, so I'm going to... Boom. That should stun him now. There we go. Oh, there we go. Please stun him. Okay, he's going to get at least one attack off. Alright. Let's see. Can I stun you, maybe? Excellent. And let's get an AoE here. Okay. This is working out well. Stun you. I'm going to use a basic. I don't want to burn a shock on you just yet. I don't think that should kill him. Alright. And... oh, excellent. There we go. I got 5 stacks now. So, before I go ahead, just to recap at least first two waves. Always pop off Dooku's first if you get the opportunity, because the goal is to try to get those at least five enemies below 100 as soon as you can, so that both Asajj and Dooku will get their offenses up. Use B2 from your healthier character. If somehow that's Dooku, because he's relic, use Dooku. If it's Asajj, which most likely it will be, use it on Asajj. I have yet to pop this, if I'm not mistaken, because I don't want to burn that just for, like, in the first round there was just crit chance up. It's not worth just burning it for that. And lastly, whenever I prioritize troopers that I'm focusing, like in this round, it's definitely going to be the sergeant here. He's going to be the biggest one. Kit Fisto, while he does do the counter, which I think he also puts exposed, I think, or something like that. I can't remember where. No, he doesn't. I'm crazy. No, it's this guy that gets exposed. That's what I'm thinking of. There is no way he is gear 12. That is a lie. This is a fucking lie. All right. Troop priority as of what we've seen so far. ARC Trooper takes priority over Sarge, and then clone lieutenants, captains, troopers, the taunters. They're gonna be lower priority, because that's why you always have Asajj's Dispel as like a bypass for those taunts. However, do try to stun them so you don't have to burn it. You'll damage them with Asajj anyways. You'll stun them, hopefully, and then you don't have to burn this, because she is going to be quite slow. She, as a base character, has a slower speed, and this does take 3 turns. So it will take a while before you can reuse it again. But for now, let's see. I can't remember. Does this have... no, it doesn't affect Jedi more. Maybe, let's see. Can I get the stun on him? Nah, okay, that's not great. Okay. Let's see. Can I get the stun on you at least? Perfect. This guy's the annoying one anyways. Alright. Let's get the stun on Vanguard. Vanguard does expose on basic, so he's definitely one you want to control. And now you see here, the reason I put the protection circle is because every time he counterattacks, he regains, I think it's something like 15-20% protection. I forgot the exact number. But it allows you to regain effectively more, right? Because if you only get 6%, 16% health if you get it to 60, whereas you'll get 24% at least protection. So you want to make sure you want to give him protection if you can. It's the better option of the two. Okay, let's stun Vanguard again. Because I don't like the fact that he's got 2 exposes and no health. Yep, that's it. Oh, at least he dodged one. That's fine. That's fine by me. Stun you. Because you have at least this ability coming up. And that's another thing I should have mentioned for Sarge. The reason that he takes lower priority than Arc Trooper is because even if he gets a turn, if you don't have an ability block, if you don't have a stun or something on him to prevent him from taking a turn, most characters in the game use their rightmost special first and then work their way across. And so he's going to use this special, which calls someone else to assist. They both get more critical chance, and then they get crit damage. So that's why it's a problem whenever you have him take 2 turns in a row, because he'll get crit damage up, but then he also will use his AoE, and he's going to crit a lot of He's going to crit a lot of people with that. So it's going to be a double whammy, but you do got a little bit of breathing room in between because he has to use the first special and wait for his next turn to come up. So in that time, you could use maybe Asajj's Dispel if you're super worried about it. You probably wouldn't have to be, but just in case, you could pop it off. Wow, I didn't think that would actually kill him. Okay, can I stun Kit Fisto? No, I can't, but it's fine. But I am going to stun you because I don't want you to get that crit damage up. Or kill you, maybe. There we go, I killed him instead. Alright, now this should stun both of them because there's only 2 left. Perfect. I'm going to hit you first. So now my goal is to try and get Dooku to get the final blow. Probably not going to happen considering that these 2 guys are actually quite... they're in the yellow and my tunes are hitting quite hard. I think this might kill Vanguard. Oh, never mind, it didn't. Oh, okay, I thought Dooku got that kill. Yeah, he got neither. It's fine. 6 stacks of that is not bad. Alright. Now, we all know the last phase of any Geonosis territory battle is... I'm pretty sure most of not all of them are random. So there's like a good number. This is the one I don't like the most, just because of his... he just negates any speed you put on. Everyone gets 150 until you kill him. So my goal is to target him first, but also, again, Vanguard I'm trying to keep under control with stuns, or at least, preventing him from attacking with his basic because of those exposes. Asajj is a bit of a pain, yes. Or not Asajj, sorry, what's her name? Forgot her name. I'm blanking. What's her name? Ayla Secura, there we go. She's a little bit of a pain because of the basic stun like that. However, it's not like you can't get around it. You just need to get this... I'm trying to cycle through to Dooku here so that he can get his stealth up. It's taking a little bit because everyone's at 150 speed, so he doesn't have that speed boost that everyone else did now. It's like, see, in this scenario, this is one where I would... There we go, perfect. Get that up. I don't care if he gets hit now because I know for a fact she has a second one coming up. She can summon right away. So in this case, the defense up. These guys are already bulky as hell. This is a scenario where I would say, even though your lieutenant here, or whatever he is, doesn't have a taunt up, the fact that Vanguard does, and he won't counter anymore, his protection's stripped away, but he can still get that expose on basic, and I just don't want him... I don't want to have to hit him. He somehow gets protection back. I don't know how, but I'm sure he could. I would use the Dispel here. Because also Dispel takes away... I forgot how much turn meter, but it's some amount of turn meter per buff dispelled. Alright. Ayla's going to take a turn, so let's stun her. Now, let's see. Can I perhaps kill you? No, it's not going to kill him. That's fine. Now, this is a point where I would think that doing... Oh, yeah, this is definitely a point now. So, I'm going to leave... So, I don't want to take the risk that Ayla will counter and stun him, so I'm going to just go for this captain here, or commander here. Because right now, my goal is to try to get Asajj to do that. And that's perfect. That's exactly what I needed her to do. I needed her to get both of those guys killed. That's fine. I think the stun only works when Ayla counters, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just make sure. 10%. Oh, no, just when she critically hits. Yeah. Okay. At this point, it's I could put on auto. I just don't want to take the risk. I know I'm saving Commander for last, even though I said I want to kill him first. But at this point, it's just because Ayla did put in quite a bit of work, so I just wanted to get rid of the attacker. Um, yeah, I mean, I know that wasn't the cleanest video of all time. That's quite. I'm honestly putting these together as they come along, so I'm not trying to make them look any kind of professional in any sense. They're just straight to the point, trying to tell y'all what y'all need to know. But this mission itself isn't very difficult. You can easily underdog it. You don't have to go, Gear 13 and relics and everybody. You can. I mean, if you want. Dooku himself is a fairly decent character, and I think you need to relic him, if I'm not mistaken, for the Galactic Legend Emperor. So you'll eventually have him at, what is it, like relic 4 or 5? Something around those lines. I think, or maybe it might be 3. I'm not sure anymore. Let's see. You need him at relic. Oh wow, 6. Okay, yeah. So he'll be high relic if you're going for Emperor anyways. But my case, I'm not. So I got him at gear 11. But he can still put in the work. So don't don't think you can't do it just because of a low gear Dooku. You can more than likely still do it. It's just a question of putting the right mods in your characters, which we'll take a look at them one more time. Separatist, separatist, separatist. There we go. Dooku is here. And also, I was going to look at the what's his offense again. So here, speed, not the fastest. He has a high base speed as is, so you don't really need to get 130 or something on him. 89 gets him at the 250 range. It's more than enough. Crit damage, I don't even have a crit damage set. I just put crit damage because it was the highest speed health triangle I had at the time. I was not going to take something off my arena team. I was like, I hit the filter out from something that's not in my mod loadout, something that's not already attached to a character, and that's what I had. So I threw it on him. Potency is the only thing I would say you would want to get high, because these are characters that already are going to have some, because CG demanded it, some stupid high tenacity. Buff up that potency as best you can. It'll help. And this is the other thing. You can see his offense isn't that high in any sense. His physical damage, let me make sure. I'm pretty sure he has physical damage and special here, right? Yeah, physical, special, and that does nothing. So physical damage is like only 20, 23, 2350. Not a lot. And then his special damage is 2500. It's not the highest levels I got. And crit chance is even low. So he's not really built for hitting hard, in my case. That's the main reason I said in the beginning your goal is to try to get 5 enemies under 100 right away. Won't increase it a lot. This will be what? 2350. To have that, you get what? 1175. So he'll be around 3400 ish. Still not a lot of offense, especially for Geonosian territory battles, but it does help you do more chip damage along the way. And then let's take a look at Asajj. Here you are. She's got that crit damage set. Actually, I just realized she didn't even have a crit damage set on. She had 3. She didn't even have a full set. I was messed up the whole time. So yeah, she didn't even have a full set, and she managed to do the work. And for her, she actually does have a little bit more offense. That's also because she's partially relicked, because I had her for the gas event. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Does she do special damage or physical damage or both? I don't remember, though. She does both. Okay, so let's see then. Her physical damage is 3800 with crit chance of 50. That comes with the relics as well. And then her special damage, 3700, crit chance 25. But as you saw, I wasn't really using that AoE as a way to actively kill the enemies. It was okay, I got 2 enemies in red. I know I can wipe them off the board. Let's use the AoE for that. I never used it to get that defense down, because also her potency, I didn't keep it that high. That attack was specifically meant just to knock out enemies when I knew they could be knocked out. Yeah, I mean, I can't think of anything else except, again, priority for the enemies can be, at least in my book, you want to hit your ARC troopers first, keep them from getting that daze, because then Dooku, pretty much his entire kit goes out the window. Or at least the entire reason you want him goes out the window. Then clone sergeants. And clone sergeants, you do have a little bit of breathing room, because they have to use that second special before the first one. So you do get a little bit of breathing room, even if they take a turn by mistake. When it comes to the Jedi, Vanguard is one of the most annoying. His expose on basic can really screw everything up. They have the AOE where they just jump on everybody, and they put I think they put defense down or something. So it is quite annoying because your Dooku's already gonna be kind of squishy. Asajj, if you only have her like gear 12, she's also kind of squishy, so it might not work. Um, and then as you saw, Ayla, Kit Fisto. If you played Dark Side territory battles enough, you already know that it's just their counters that make them a pain. But that's where Dooku's stealth comes in handy because if you're stealth, then the counter doesn't matter. In my case, I really screwed up by not putting them under stealth first. I was just getting greedy with my attacks, and that's how Dooku got stunned and everything. I should have been waiting for the stealth before I did an attack on the Jedi. But that's just on me. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, not the most difficult of them. It's also fairly early. It's phase two. Um, Acclimation definitely is much harder. When I can do it, I'll post a video for it as soon as I can. Otherwise, I guess the next video you should see will definitely be Watt Mission, because that's one that's gonna help everybody, and it's fairly easy as well. That same kind of principle for this video, where it's just controlling the enemies via stuns and ability blocks. More so ability blocks than that one. And then I'll probably do. I don't think there's another mission here that requires a specific crew or like a special mission, if I'm not mistaken. Even up here. Now there is this one actually, so I could try that one. But ships are never been too great with the ships, so we'll see. But yeah, until phase three, I guess. I hope this helps, and honestly, I hope some of the guys in the guild can use it to their advantage. So hope this helps you guys out there. Peace.